Nope, I'm not doing that. Paneloids Comic Books and More. It is me, Jeremiah, here with Core and Kyle. And we're here to talk about this week's pickups. Also, Spider-Man Noir dropped today. So we did watch the first 2 episodes of Spider-Man Noir. I watched them in the black and white. I don't know if Kyle watched them in the color. Core, did you watch it?
No, I had no idea they dropped today because Kyle said that, and I was wondering if it was a comic. So I will make sure to watch those.
You didn't see the thumbnail? I put Jeremiah in a fedora.
Oh, that's
even though
perfect.
even though he has a few, and I probably could have just found one of those photos.
I do have 2 fedoras. That's right. But anyways, so Kyle, you watched it in color?
In my defense, it was on an iPad in a moving vehicle down windy roads with a horrible glare and a child watching Blippi. No, I changed the case.
Okay.
One of the things that annoyed me, I watched it on a Roku, is if I watched the episode in black and white, when the next episode played, it auto-played in color. So I had to back out, go back in, and select black and white. So
that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome how they're doing the series. Nick Cage really leaning into being this version of Ben Reilly, and the Spider. We get very much into him not being the Spider for 5 years and then him becoming the Spider back again very quickly. His secretary is hilarious. I'm being vague because I don't want to spoil it for Core. Core, you should watch it. It is very good.
Go ahead. It's you guys' show. I'm gonna watch it regardless.
Yeah. One of the things that I really don't like about Amazon series, specifically Amazon series, because they do this, and like this is a noir story. This is a mystery of sorts. At the end of the first episode, what to expect this season, and then they just play a bunch of scenes. So like you know what's coming, but like I didn't need to know who Electro was. I didn't need to know who oh God, who was the other guy that they showed off?
So I skipped that.
Oh, you just straight up skipped it.
My thing is too, if you're gonna drop a whole season in one shot, which I also thought was an odd choice.
It's old school. They used to do it with Netflix. So,
but you do that, and then you're gonna be like, well, keep watching because here's what's gonna come. It's like, yeah, I will when I'm ready. Like, I could do it in an hour if I want. Like, can I go eat something? Like, I don't. Why would you do that after you've already given me access? Like, you're not trying to get me to come back. You're trying to keep me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Silvermane, they're doing an amazing job with Silvermane. I feel as though he has nailed the mob boss mentality of the 1930s very, very, very well. So excited to see what comes of that. We do get our first villain of Sandman in the first episode. So, and we get spider powers very quickly. They're not holding back. We get webbing very early on. So it's very, very exciting. I'm excited to finish the series. I got 6 episodes left. Core's got 8 episodes left, and Kyle's got 6 episodes left.
So only thing I'll say negatively, because overall I think the vibe, not taking itself too seriously, being corny on purpose, all of it, like the time, the dialogues of the time, great. The CGI wasn't great in the first spider power show off, in a sense. Oh, and was not necessary. It would have hit so much harder if, when, spoiler, he was fighting Sandman, that was the first glimpse we got of the powers. We didn't need this preview of him swinging through the city. I would have preferred if he didn't swing through the city at all, and it was just,
I hate to put it this way, but I think it's meant to be better in black and white. Because the CGI problem wasn't. I didn't feel that the way that you felt that, because it, even though it's bad, it fit better in the black and white because it was more hokey and classical, if you will. And even Nick Cage has said he's hoping that this inspires a younger generation to go back and watch the classic black and white films. I think he specifically mentioned M, which, if you haven't seen the movie M, it's a fantastic noir black and white film. It's in the Criterion Collection. I highly suggest it if you want a good movie night. And it's one of the ones that you will put your phone down because it will encapsulate your attention the entire time. Unlike Spider-Man Noir, which is great, but I kept looking down.
So what do you give it 10 so far? 2 episodes.
So far, 7.5 out of 10.
I'd say 7. And again, I watched it in a moving vehicle on an iPad, falling
in color.
In color. So maybe the next 2 I'll try black and white.
Well, even like the preview, when they did the recap in color, when the second episode started, the recap was in color. And I didn't feel like I gained anything by watching it in color. I felt like I was missing out on the black and white feel of it. So even when he was chasing down that one dude who turned out to be kind of like a Human Torch of sorts, he's doing it in the daytime in the color version, but in the black and white version, it looks like it's night. So it feels better. It feels more genuine. So that's my take on it. But let's move on into the comics that we picked up this week, starting off with the Eisner continuing series frontrunner, Absolute Wonder Woman number 22. Boys, what did you think about this?
Just so good. It just continues to be so good. It is the best Absolute book, arguably. It is the best Absolute book. The panel layout was fantastic. You know, I'm a sucker for panels that are not boxes. And there was a lot of creative panels, one of which being the word boom, which showed Zatanna and her father. So it's like they want to do a full page. So they did a full page, but they still needed a little bit of room to show what's going on in the background. So they just put in the word boom. Brilliant. And then the robot at one point had like kind of like rounded panels. I don't even know how to explain it. It's fantastic. But yeah, this was another big issue. And just to go straight to spoilers, the ending is pretty nuts. Like the ending is like they gave us that seed and we forgot about that seed and it came into play so perfectly, so ironically, and just that line of like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go mad. Like how great. Corey, I'll let you spoil more than that, but yeah. I'll leave it at that.
She's so even keeled the entire time and empathetic and good to people. And that mad, it is like a perfect moment in the series being like, oh, damn, she's getting pissed now. Because it happens at, like you're saying, the most crucial, ironic, like need to lock in moment. And Hades just like grabs her out of what she's doing. And it's what's going to happen to Barbara. Like everybody else is just going to get their way because she's stuck in whatever they call it, the underworld, for a month now. And
there's no way around it.
Yes.
Like how
it's just the pact.
Yeah, like how could even Zatanna access it, let alone get her out? And then it would break it, and then maybe that's where the story will go. They'll break something and it'll cause another arc, but it's going to be interesting to see like a whole, like the next issue very well could be that month transpiring and her losing her shit.
And coming back and just leveling everybody.
yeah. And then the army and the government being like, told you. Yep. I told you.
It just phenomenal.
No. Great issue.
Kelly Thompson also nominated for Best Writer for Eisner. And he's really flexing on that as well.
So surprised.
Next up, we have Ultimates number 24, The End of the Ultimates, written by Eisner nominee Dennis Camp. Kyle, what did you think about this issue?
So this was just like the one before and the one before that. Just a lot going on, different perspectives, a lot of fighting, a lot of boxes to read while they're fighting, epiphanies, like just complete like villain speeches, all of it all at once. She-Hulk was insane in this issue, just absolutely like overpowered. Evil Hulk finally gets his due, I'll say it that way. He fights, loses some power, and is still somehow just as scary and powerful, where it takes like, I guess they're calling it like the Hulk Island. It takes like the whole island to like bring him to a level where She-Hulk can like really get at him. And it's just really like kind of an invincible kind of moment for those invincible fans out there, which is literally everyone except you, Jeremiah.
Did this feel like the end?
No, it didn't. It did not. I mean, it does. It feels like it's set up. It's set up the end. Like this was the last piece to set up the end because it literally says to be concluded in Endgame number 5, which makes sense because basically Iron Lad's calling in and being like, "Hey guys, the Maker got out. The dome broke. Need your help. Everybody's still alive. You got to come here now." So everyone was in their own little isolated incidents, taking down the pieces. I forget what exactly Hulk's like top people are, like his chosen or something. So all of them are getting taken down, and of course, like just as everyone's like, "Okay, we did our part," it's like, no, we didn't do our part. The big bad's out. So it does feel like we're getting to the end, but I don't see them wrapping in one more fight. Like the Maker, after all of this nonsense, we're really gonna have one issue to fight the Maker now. Like I understand we've been fighting him on and off. He killed Peter Parker. I get it. But like I don't know if they can wrap it in one issue now because you can't wrap
Is
the
that
fight.
why you don't think Maker is a villain? It's because he killed Peter?
Nice.
The Maker's a villain. This is just the best Peter Parker ever. Mainline Peter Parker kind of sucks.
True. That's not true.
Kind of whatever. He was better when he was Superior Spider-Man.
I'm just so tired of them saying the Ultimates is ending, and we are halfway through this year and it hasn't ended yet.
No, I would say this definitely is putting a stamp on like, okay, this is actually it. Like there's an end date now. Like you can't really go past it. I just don't see how they're gonna wrap up the fight and do an epilogue that's efficient enough to be like, okay, here's where we are. Like,
we're gonna get Ultimate Epilogue, a 4-part mini that's gonna
right.
and
then it's gonna have a spin-off.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm getting at. As much as the next issue might be the end, I don't see it being the end. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a big fight. It's just gonna be a big fight. But still fun. It's still fun.
Next up, we have Justice League Unlimited number 19. Boys, what do you guys think about this?
Speaking of chaos. it's still all over the place, but it's still so much fun. Lex Luthor's a piece of shit. There's no other way to say it. He's just a really annoying piece of shit. Wade writes him, I think, better than anyone I've seen write him. I mean, yeah, he just pops up everywhere, but he really writes him where you just hate him so much. Like just the arrogance is so irritating. Crazy cliffhanger ending, pretty big fight. Yeah, it was another chaotic multiple plot issue that's having little notes to multiple other DC books. Still going, still talking about DCKO, about the new Superman book. Actually politely was like, hey, this happens before that Superman book.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's kind of nice of you. But yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, I love they even had Absolute Power in there too with the Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Hawkgirl. They got the sphere thing that they are encapsulating all the powers just in case.
So let me ask you that.
Yeah,
is that just in like all the origin boxes at one? Like it's literally just an origin box.
That's a good point. As DC's a jawbreaker
box. Yeah, it's a jawbreaker. So okay, so let's spoil that. A guy let it out the goddamn window. And it meteored into a planet of what looks like dinosaurs. And I'm pretty sure the dinosaurs have powers now. I'm not really sure what's going on. But all of a sudden, there was a bunch of them. And they looked like, one of them looked like it had like a visor. And there was like lightning bolts.
That's why I was like, is that not Cyclops?
Yeah. I was like, well, I'm like, is it an origin box? Like, did they steal one? How funny would that be? Like one went through a portal and got to DC. Yeah, I think they made superpowered dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Which also happened in this book.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which seems like now a reference to the Jurassic League, like the whole thing Danny Warren Johnson did. So it's funny how there's like it's not necessarily a tie-in or anything, but it's kind of like Mark Waid has all these things he's controlling, and then just for the love of the game, he's like, "Hey, you remember Jurassic League?"
I was waiting for a note of just like this happened before.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's still so fun. Like it's just like what comics are supposed to be, which is just like bright explosions and fighting and just as many colorful characters you could fit on one page. Like it's just fun.
Yep. And just nothing but inclusions, all superheroes. And I love to Lex Luthor, just that like arrogance, but like kind of charisma to him. And his whole thing, the last issue, he's like, yeah, we have an amnesty project that we're working on. And everybody's like, we're trying to rehabilitate the supervillains, like the worst of the worst. And through this book, you get Felix Faust and Neutron, I think. And Lex Luthor's like solution to it all, he gets right in front of the press. He's like, we're not in charge of these hooligans. Like, these guys suck. We're trying to get a little bit more in the middle. Like, they really can be rehabilitated, but ignore these guys for now. And then everybody's being like, oh, okay, we were worried that, you know, maybe you were going after these guys.
And Batman's so mad. He's just so mad. He was like, please, someone stop him before I beat him to death. Like, please.
Literally, too.
Yeah, right? He said before I beat him to death.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't recall exactly, but I'm pretty sure Batman fought the vote from the get, and then he kind of gave in, I think, right?
I think so, because they were alluding to it here. He's like, oh, the little guy's like not Superboy, Connor Kent, I believe. He was like, oh, just the big wigs basically at top just decided that their vote mattered the most, and we don't get to say anything.
And we saw that podcast, which we heard about a while ago, and I was like, when's that going to show up? It might have shown up in other books too, but it's Livewire and the Creeper, but no one knows it's the Creeper. So that was cool too. Yeah, so we also have a podcast going on.
Yeah. Did you just say no one knows who the Creeper is?
No, just in like context.
In the canon.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a known character. Calm down. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Everyone loves the Paul Rivera cover that just was announced for Amazing Spider-Man 1000. Everybody loves it. No one is commenting right now as we speak on your video praising it. No one's commenting on it right now. I promise. Don't look.
He did get a praise. I saw somebody was like, I like that somebody else likes it. I was like, hey, there we go. There we go.
I think that's our friend from the Discord. I think he just
I told John that he needs taste in order to appreciate it. Which is true. Nice. But anyways, moving on from Justice League Unlimited 19, we have Jamal Ingle, who is nominated for the Eisner for Best Writer Artist on his series Zatanna. And so we got Zatanna number 2. I'm hoping this continues the trend of being just absolutely batshit awesome.
Was I the only one? Okay. Yeah, this was just like the first one. It's one of those that they will talk about how crazy it is when a number 2 or number 3 sells as good as number 1. If this series doesn't, it's one that absolutely deserves it. There's the crazy magic, kind of the similar thing with Absolute Wonder Woman, where every bit of magic you use or certain curses or stuff, like there's a cost to it. And that's why I like Absolute Wonder Woman. They dive into that. And I would like to see if there's some ultimate, they do something to break it and they have consequences. But here Zatanna's just on her usual prime magus, I think they call her, just trying to handle business. And there was, I think, from the land that they are in right now with that cursed like being thing, people were even trying to interfere. They're like, well, she told us to trust her, but time's a ticking, fellas. And just like in this trance, just talking through it, she's like, I told you to trust me, and just deals with it. And then we also have still that like organization where the guy's like not really got a face trying to deal with her. So I would love to see how that turns into something. He's very arrogant too. I can tell, almost like a Lex Luthor. And it's so funny to have like a emoticon face and be talking crap. But yeah, it really is great. Jamal Campbell is doing a phenomenal job.
I thought it was Jamal Ingle. It is Jamal Campbell. You are correct. I'm an idiot.
No, you're good.
Kyle's gonna have to edit that. Haha. Our homeboy Franklin and Kurt Pyers released Fireborn 2 today. Core's the only one that got a hold of it. So what did you think of it, Core?
I got my second print.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. My shop.
The foil.
So that's all
I do like that. My shop was selling a lot of them, so It's looking really promising. Yeah, it was great. This one, I'd argue, kind of similar thing to Zatanna. If it doesn't sell past issue 1, it deserves to. I think I might have liked issue 2 better than 1 already. Very action packed, like Lost Fantasy has been. Fireborn's the same way. The whole concept of the almost like dragon pet or guardian, really cool. The dude Eggert or something. I can't remember what they call him. He's going to be a key character, obviously, in his like, do I help the kid? Do I go against him? There's some dealings where people are like, oh no, you're gonna help us. You're gonna betray the kid. Like you thought you had a moment where it was good versus bad and you did the right thing. We're gonna reverse that. Like I said though, bunch of action, a bunch of the characters surrounding it too, just really interesting. There is like a human sacrifice at the start to bring on this more powerful being, and that's the one who's talking his crap on Eggard, I think is his name, and he's almost begging for his life. He cuts off his arm and he's like, I said, let me go, whatever. I'm not doing what you want. And dude just grows his arm back with this crazy power he's got from these sacrifices that they've put toward him. And he's like, no, you're doing what I want. Killing you would be too easy. So I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Clearly, Franklin Jonas and Kurt Pyers are cooking. They're doing a great job.
I'm
excited for issue 4.
Yes. Maybe there'll be some more sacrifices.
Maybe there'll be some more sacrifices.
There's a variant, I don't know if it's 3 or 4, where the armor looks a little different. Like
okay.
The horns.
Oh, it's the cover of issue 3.
That's 3? That's just the straight cover, not a variant?
That's just a straight cover, yeah.
I'm curious if we're going to have the armor go further into dragon looking, like if this is just like the stage 1 and it's going to like have like Super Saiyan levels to it or evolutions to it,
begins to grow.
We'll see. I don't know, that's just, I saw that cover, I was like, wait a minute.
Also, I think they already did with issue 1, but they are tying it more so into Lost Fantasy. There was a chapter 2, and I saw it, and I thought it was a preview for something else. I'm like, they call this giant size. We got like a nice little chunk that's just an advertisement. But no, it is just a chapter 2 to it, and it explains a little bit more. That part I couldn't recall really well. It's interesting, just like kind of heavy on details, so make sure you're paying attention while reading it. But yeah, it's obviously it is a direct tie-in to Lost Fantasy, and you get to feel that way too. It's not just like doing homework on the side that doesn't mean anything, like Gen V for the boys.
Well said. Well said.
Oh my god. Oh boy. All right, moving on. We get the season finale of Exquisite Corpses, Tiny Onion's titular series right now, issue 13. Michael Walsh and James Tynion tie this up. Boys, what did you think about it?
It was good. It was really good. It's everything we wanted, right? Like it wasn't like, oh damn, like it wasn't like a upsetting. It was the predictable wanted ending to an extent. Like you didn't necessarily want this one character to die, but you wanted the one other character to succeed in the way that was laid out for her, and she just went along and followed it for the greater good, and it was a satisfying ending that still left that bad taste where it's like, okay, but like we gotta like do something about this, right? Like, this is like bad, right? Like we need to tell somebody, right? Like just because they paid us $100 million, we still need to do something. So yeah, huge spoiler. The poor little boy's mom lost her shit, and she didn't gain it back in time to undo or come up with anything else, and it was she had to go. But yeah, I thought it was great. I think they set up a nice spinoff, and I think I'm ready for season 2, hopefully with the time jump. I don't necessarily want it to be like them trying to take it down now. I'm hoping it's just like a time jump and the main characters kind of find a way to mingle back in or like get wind of it or something. That's what I want. We'll see.
I'm on the same boat because I think there is interesting ways where you could just do you saw the Exquisite Corpses tournament at this time. Let's go back 10 years. That to me gets a little old. Having a chance that your original characters can go into the next part is, I feel like, just way more entertaining. Like I watched Welcome to Derry, and that did a really great job at being the predecessor. But then they were like, now it's our parents again. That feels unsatisfactory. So the whole idea, and I will leave some details out because it is that good. The spinoff now makes a lot more sense than it already did because it was a character people liked and were interested by.
I think they announced it like a month ago too.
Right. I didn't think of it somehow. I was just like, oh, this is an origin. This is a before thing.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
No, me too. Yeah. So that's cool. Yeah. And I mean, this is season 1, right?
Yeah.
How many How
They
many
said it
years
was
is
going for
it?
5 years. That's what I know for sure. I don't know if they
Okay.
said a certain amount of seasons or what the plan, but 5
And then
years
they
for
could
sure.
still do a 0.
Yeah, and a movie apparently. So
Movie rights have been acquired by Netflix.
that's awesome. Is there any word on if it's animated or live action or no?
No, but the Something is Killing the Children is confirmed to be animated.
Okay.
From
I kind of
Blumhouse.
hope they go the same
Blumhouse.
route. I think they could go either way, but animated might just be the more satisfactory. I don't know, but yeah, this was phenomenal. The ending, like you said, I'll leave it up for people to see. It really was. They built the character so well that when the ending comes to you and you know it's coming, you're still like, I wish it wasn't here already.
Right, but at least it was like what we wanted,
Yeah.
you know, like to an extent. We didn't want to.
They kind of did a DCKO, but honestly, I think a little bit more satisfactory, like you guys were talking about, where it was like, oh, you didn't know this issue was gonna be here, but then you still get that, oh, unexpected, but then yeah, this is how I wanted it to end, and it does feel good. That was damn, master class. That's what I'll say. Exquisite
Image
Corpses.
Comics in the chat. If you want to tell us what season 2 is going to look like, real quick, just put in the chat. No one will see it. There's only 8 people watching. It'll be fine.
Just give us the code names for the characters.
Yeah, I won't clip it.
Oh boy! Don't piss off James. Moving on, Infernal Hulk number 7. Kyle, you got to read this one. So, what did you think about it?
Well, I came up with like this theory, which I don't know if it's true at all, but so there's some control over the mutants, which we knew from solicitations, and Quentin Quire is kind of a prick. Pierre's favorite character, no surprise.
What? Weird.
And very much was like, oh, if Infernal Hulk's going to come for anybody, he's going to come for someone like me. Well, they came for Leech, and then they used Leech to get Glob. Right? What's Glob? Globberson, Globby, right?
It's just Glob. You got it.
Well, his real name is something Globberson. Anyway, everyone gets a vision, except Glob. And that's because he's part of the Vision as this gigantic glob monster where he's like a speck in the chest of this giant, massive angel-looking thing. So like everyone saw this but him. So yeah, so Infernal Hulk has some control, but also is picking specific power sets to take in to further his city. So yeah, it's really well done. I have this theory too that it could open up X-Men lore, because why does he have control over certain ones? And then I was thinking to myself, well, maybe they're going to try and play at well, as you know, mutants have been around forever, #apocalypse, right? What if they've been around for more than forever? And the one that lives below and all that stuff, maybe there's a certain type of monster that mutants are actually somehow genetically close to, and humans are genetically close to, or maybe there's all mutants aren't the same, and there's different ancestor genes that spread out from 50 different monster types. Who knows?
Monster.
So yeah, so I'm thinking
that's the rub.
That's okay. I don't know what you're saying. So,
the key thing is that mutants some mutants are monsters. That is what Infernal Hulk is doing for his city. It's monsters.
Right.
That's why he grabbed Leech. That's why Glob is in that.
So they're a different
breed.
Mutant. Yes. I don't like that. I don't like different.
You don't like the word breed?
No.
Do you like the word moist?
Better than breed.
Fertile?
In this context, I don't like the word breed. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're hinting at something more. Probably not. But it's we're getting moving now. I don't know how many issues Infernal Hulk's going to be, but we're getting to the point where now, spoiler, Bruce Banner's involved. Very end, he shows up and is like, well, there's only one way to take down a Hulk, and that's to make a better monster. Here I am to help you out.
It's interesting to see where it'll go. They seem to have given PKJ just the longest leash ever. He may have broken the leash and is just running down the Crazy Train Hall, and he's doing a great job with it as long as they keep it up. Adam Gorham on art for this issue, Toronto's own Adam, fantastic artist. So it will be something that I will read. I just didn't get to it today, unfortunately, because I got a fat stack that Kyle put on my to-do list, starting with King Spawn number 55. Matt Rosenberg taking over King Spawn. Really, really interesting issue. If you saw The End of the World, it would mess you up too. So this kid's got some problems. Little Mr. Hill's got some problems. Trying to figure out exactly what to do and who to talk to, and gets kind of bullied by an old lady to steal a bunch of money from a vampire, which he then sticks up with a squirt gun. Fantastic idea. Because that squirt gun can hold something other than water, specifically holy water. So that was a really cool thing that they did. The issue ends on a hell of a cliffhanger. I will say that this Mr. Hill has balls of steel, but I would be shitting bricks at the end of it as well. So kind of graphic. It's a great start. It is a nice companion piece to the last Spawn issue, 271 or 371. I think it's 371.
375.
375. My bad. It's a good companion piece to 375, but if you didn't read that and you're only going to read the King Spawn half of it, it's still great. Matt nailed it when he said that we're making one big cohesive story. We're not making two half stories. You can just follow whatever vein you wish to, but to get the biggest picture and the best picture, you should read both. And just with these two to start, it was great. I'm going to keep it going. So me and John have something to talk about, and maybe he can acquire some taste from me.
Didn't like that either.
Moving on to Green Lantern number 35. Core, what did you think about Robert Venditti's Green Lantern?
I thought it was really good, but this Green Lantern, it's all right. They with Jeremy Adams at the helm now for a while. He's had his time to settle in, and I think to a degree he was really understanding how to write Hal. Well, of course, with Legacy issue 600 and on, they're deciding to give Kyle his fair share of the spotlight and give him a chance to really shine again, since he hasn't really gotten to since the 90s, besides some side stuff. I think it's been okay so far. They, funny enough, titled this single issue Filler Episode. That's kind of what it is, unfortunately. After a while of like settling into this specific issue, I thought it was fun, but there was a little bit with that, like, did we really need it? What are we really doing? But yeah, it has its place. I think they're really settling Kyle in to his role, and then they can expand upon it. But right now, it's all right. I think they were really getting to stuff, specifically Jeremy Adams and Zermanico at the start of the run. And now I think we've teetered a little bit. It's still something that I will always pick up. There is something to it. Like John was saying on one of the last shows you did, he was on that. He just loves picking up Spawn. Cause like Jeremiah saying with the King Spawn stuff, sticking up a vampire with a water gun, like there's going to be cool stuff that happens. You'll get your like worth of the money, but there's not anything necessarily like huge that you could be telling your friends like, holy crap, like you got to get into this. Something at least you'll like. And that's what we're at right now. I feel like it'll get a lot better. And I can't wait to see what they're doing with Hal. Apparently in the next Aquaman is when he finally shows up.
How is DC editorial really going to let them name an issue filler episode? Like, I
mean, that's funny.
For real.
It's kind of meta.
Funny, but oh, that's rough. That is rough.
As has Emperor Aquaman been, but we're gonna give it a few more. A few more.
We got a fun start today. We got Doomquest number 1 by Ryan North and Francisco Mobila. Time travel is always a difficult thing to kind of portray really, really well, but Ryan North is having a fun time setting this up. What did you guys think of it before I get into it?
I thought the cover was really cool. And I thought you guys were going to tell me a little bit more about it.
Oh, nice. Okay, so from what I've gathered, I actually kind of like Ryan North on Doom. I, unlike a lot of other people, actually enjoyed myself with One World Under Doom, but with the caveat, I've not read that much Doom. I've not read that much Fantastic Four. I'm probably a very simple person to please when it comes to that stuff. I understand that. It was also like a bond thing with my brother that we could talk about, so that helps too. But it was satisfying enough. This, I kind of feel like the same thing. I will say the usual time travel, I think, started bogging down a little bit on the story. Like, you start to roll your eyes, like the genius stuff where it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. I know.
Reed, will you shut the hell up?
Yeah. Like,
really?
just ego stroking at that point. But the end, the satisfying cliffhanger, I thought that was hilarious. The whole time travel thing and where Doom gets sent by Reed, hilarious.
I did love the Doombot like ripping off his flesh.
Oh
like that was a really cool scene. The Avengers showing up and kind of causing a bunch of mayhem, and then seeing how Doom's gonna handle what's going on. I wonder if we're gonna get Jack and Rose, to be honest with you. But that's a hell of a joke. Kyle has no clue what I mean.
I'm slightly worried.
But yeah, I'd love to see him flying off and being like, what are they doing on a door?
Oh, it's a Titanic joke. Oh boy. All right.
Yes.
A car
spoiler, Doom ends up on the Titanic. Like the Titanic on April 12th.
Oh, wow. So it's like real time travel. So is this like Batman RIP where like he didn't actually RIP, he was like traveling through time trying to find his way back? Is that what's happening?
Kind of. Yeah, I can see it turning into that, but I can see when he gets to present day it being a much bigger deal. So next on the list is Wiccan and Hulkling Raid of Ultron one shot. I read this. I don't think you guys did. This is a lot of fun. You get 4 little fun stories in it. You get Hulkling teaming up with Phyla-Vell. You get Wiccan teaming up with Speed. You get Vision teaming up with Viv. It's a lot of fun. Very gay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I somehow didn't realize that Hulkling's father is Mar. Like, in all the Marvel that I've read, in all the Young Avengers that I've read, I don't know where the hell I missed that Hulkling's dad is actually Mar. Which is insane. Moondragon shows up with Phyla. It's a great little, fun little story. Fun little 4 stories in it. And great for Pride Month coming up. Go find it. The cover's done
part
by
of the Voices collection?
Yep, it's part of the Marvel Voices. Cover done by Russell Dodderman. Can't go wrong with that.
So good.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. So next up we have Red Roots #2, which I read. I don't think you guys have read. I really just picked it up to see if they can piece together what the hell happened in the first issue. And there's a lot of questions answered, but I mean, a lot more questions asked specifically. Our 2 main characters converge in a way that was unexpected. And you get a little more of an idea of exactly what the Red Roots are and the heads, pretty much. And when 2 people are put in a situation that neither are familiar with and the only like beings are themselves, they're going to scream and run away and do stuff that they shouldn't be doing, which is how this starts to unfold. And a lot of stuff is about to go down. DLCC doing a really good job with this, really keeping you hooked. It's an Image book. You got to pick it up. It's really, really early on. You can't go wrong with the first issue. Second issue is just as good. If you like thriller and questionable stuff, this reminds me a lot of Paper Girls in terms of questions asked and answers not fully given, just within the first 2 issues. So really, really living on that image bandwagon right now in a great way. Next up, speaking of Image, we have Corpse Night #2. Oh boy. Honey Badger don't give up.
All right, careful with this.
Great
now.
issue.
I only read issue 1. All right, let's tread lightly. No, I'm just kidding. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
Dad gets messed up a little bit.
Oh no.
We get introduced to a new
dead.
character. Yeah, Dad is dead, but doesn't mean he can't be like messed with. Also, if you're told not to go into cursed woods and you go into cursed woods, What do you expect?
Curses.
Correct. We get introduced to a new character, White Mask. I'm really curious to find out who White Mask is. But the artwork in this, Matthew Roberts' artwork in this, insane. Absolutely insane. The infected wolves, just the brutality of some of the scenes. I'm really, really excited to see where this goes.
I don't got much to add. I think that was perfect. When I look at it, I said it with the first one. It might even been on here too. I feel so nostalgic looking at it like a little kid. Like it's so nice. There's some bad shit in there.
Yeah.
Like people are getting messed
up. My childhood was bad. What was yours?
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, it's graphic, but then when it's nice, it's really nice, and like the scenery and stuff. I do
when
love.
It's pretty. It's very pretty.
Yes, and when it's graphic, it's very graphic. Oh, but yeah, the dude explicitly, the girl's like, "Well, we could go this way and save a lot of time," and he's like, "No, you won't. You will probably die before you save any time."
Oh, we're gonna do it anyway.
We're going. Yeah. We're going on a trip. Yeah, no, it's not great. So many bad creatures, and they basically, they get their fill of the curses. So yeah, Kyle, you'll love this one. It is phenomenal.
Yeah, the first one,
and give it a chance.
You're a dad, so you're gonna like gel with this way more.
I would love me and zombie with a sword. That'd be great.
Well, zombie with a sword and a lot of arrows as well. It turns out.
So, like in him.
Going into DC Vertigo, the Peril of the Brutal Dark and Ezra Cain Mystery, issue number 4. Boy, oh boy, this is just on a freight train going real fast. Jacob Phillips, my God, his artwork deserves to be nominated for an Eisner on this series next year, especially the coloring. Holy crap, the coloring in this issue. The car scene, fantastic. Why would you do that? The big bang at the end, the double page spread was wow. And of course, we got Michael's beautiful back matter as well. What did you guys think of this?
Go ahead, Cal. Oh, I will say, okay, this is one that you got to hear me out. I was happy I got behind on. I got to today read 3 and 4 because I hadn't read 3 yet. This is one that's going to be great as a trade. I wouldn't say necessarily wait, but if you're that type of person, it will read phenomenal as a trade while still giving you that single issue feel. Like you don't have to be like, oh, okay, until next time. You get your events and like stuff happening out of every issue, and yet it's still like, wow, this pieces together beautifully. Oh, but yeah, the big moments.
The doctor moment, you kind of feel what Ezra's going through in a way, and it's like, damn, that's not fun. But yeah, I agree with you. DC Vertigo needs to give this the hardcover treatment. This needs to be a beautiful hardcover. Let Mike go stupid crazy with the back matter on it. Yeah, definitely excited. I believe though we only have 2 more issues,
which is
I believe it is ending at 6 issues.
Damn,
because we are getting that Texas blood again. So Jacob's not going to be, unless they're changing artists.
Maybe the next arc is a little time thing, and
maybe
I'll send an email. I'll find out, guys. Don't worry. I'll ask the questions.
But yeah, like Jeremiah's saying, the colors are that good. Like just closing thought, you feel in the time with the specific, like almost like lighting or warm colors sometimes, and like dark in some ways. Phenomenal.
The absence of color means a lot in this book, especially with the name The Brutal Dark.
Just like Odin,
does a great
with
job.
all the white.
Swamp Thing 89, number 2, /89. Great continuation of Rick Vitch's run. I completely forgot during this time period that Abby was pregnant. And her pregnancy being a crucial part in the back half of this book is really, really interesting. We do get some John Constantine love, which I absolutely love. John's my boy. And we get a glimpse into hell. And if the first issue wasn't controversial enough to get this shelved. And they're like, yeah, that's not too far. That last panel would have been enough to be like, yeah, no, we're not gonna publish this. So we do got 2 more issues of this. I don't know how much worse it can get in terms of like offending specific amount of people, but I do want to say that it's not done to offend people. It's done to tell a narrative and a great, interesting story. It just happens that it's a very, very sensitive subject. So I will leave it at that in terms of the effect that it will have on people. So if you are not religious, you're fine. If you are religious, tread lightly. And last up, we have Superman, Father of Tomorrow, friend of the pod, Kenny Porter's Elseworld story, where Kal-El comes to Earth where Jor-El comes to Earth instead of Kal-El.
And spoiler, it goes by Jordan, which was clever.
Yes.
Never would have thought of it.
Seeing the panel of baby Kal-El dying was a bit much.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was brutal.
I don't know what you're doing with that one. Jesus. Swamp Thing Jesus. I don't. So that scene though, it's like waving out the window, like, oh no. I was like,
yeah, literally like, oops. I could have made this seat big enough, a 3-seater, but no, I made it a 1.
I'm curious if more will go into that. Or if it's just like one of those things where it's like, yeah, no, shit happened. Like that's all you're getting from me. I wonder if they'll go more into that because he's obviously troubled by it. And I don't want to like go into it, but troubled by like more recent deaths. Just pretty heavy actually for an Elseworld out the gate. Pretty heavy. I really love the suit. I gotta say, I really love the suit.
The suit is really, really nice.
The way the cape is a cape, and then there's like little like a tassel part of it that still hangs in the front. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense, but it's fantastic. It looks sick, and the black, white, and silver. This is cool. I could appreciate this to the point where I wouldn't be offended if we had a Flashpoint Batman moment with this character somewhere down the road, whether it's some other DCKO type event, and he like met Superman, and I was just like, well, your adopted dad was my adopted brother, so and I didn't save you. Like it would just
Tomato,
be such
tomato.
it would be such a cool interaction. And like Kenny hinted at in our interview, like he has gadgets too. Like he's like a Superman with gadgets. Like very well done. Very excited for issue 2. Issue 2 is definitely going to be like a lot. Like it already set up like it's gonna be a lot.
The idea of Superman coming to Earth with a fully fledged brain definitely changes the tempo a lot. And it's a really refreshing take on it for sure. Excited to see where it goes for sure. We've got Hornsby and Halo #0 and Hyde Street 12 that was released today. We did a wonderful interview with Peter Tomasi and Jeff Johns where we talk about Halo and Hornsby quite a bit. Rockefeller Zero was last week. But you want to get ready for the Unbelievables? This is where you start. Rockefeller #0, Halo and Hornsby #0. Make sure that you have $1 Trillion Kid pre-ordered at your LCS because the Unbelievables are coming and you're not going to want to miss it at all. Ghost Machine is nailing everything.
And if you want to like hear more about that, go to our videos under our channel on YouTube or any podcast app, and you'll hear our interview all about the Unbelievables.
Kill All Immortals #2, #5, also was released today, I believe.
Yes, I wanted to shout out. I did an interview with Zach Kaplan. John Pearson showed up. I say I because that's right. I was alone. Just want to shout that out. There's a lot of Dark Horse books with Zach Kaplan's name on them, and they are all fantastic. This gets you ready for part 3, which is the conclusion. It's the 3rd volume, the 3rd series, the 3rd chapter. This sets it up very nicely, and that's all I will say. Check out the interview, though. plugging all the interviews.
Yes, yeah, just look at all of our interviews. We've got a potentially like really big one potentially. That may
Potentially,
have
you gotta
been,
tell me about that. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, when the show's off, we will.
Okay.
Nerdy news. I am not reading what is under nerdy news.
It says Pierre's a bitch. I don't know.
Yeah,
was it too small or?
Is it too small? Could you not read that?
I should have capped it.
Maybe. Show and tell. Collection and acquisition of sorts. Core got to do a deep dive on what he got at Motor City done the other week. I had a quote unquote dream come true the other day. So for those of you unaware, I am an LMT by my trade, my real life work. I'm a massage therapist. I have my own practice. I have my own office. And in my office, there are comics everywhere because it's a reflection of me. And one of the reasons why I have comics up, one, it's so I can look at them and feel happy. But two, it's so if people have comics, they can be like, oh, I have comics. And so I had a gentleman the other day who mentioned that he had old comics and that he would be interested in getting rid of them. And so we talked throughout the massage and he mentioned some of the titles that he had. And so we agreed on a trade. So I acquired some comics that I will be selling a good portion of. This weekend, I have a show in Johnson City. If you're anywhere close to the area, it's called the Bing Bang Show. It's a one-day show, 11 to 4. Show up if you want to. These are some of the books that I'll be bringing, 5 of which are rather big. So first up, we have TMNT number 1.
Oh my gosh.
Third print of number 1. It is a third print of number 1, but it is a TMT number 1. So it's about 8.0 condition. And if I do sell it, it will come with Fugitoid number 1, which is the first thing that Peter Laird and Kevin Eastman ever did together. I also have TMNT number 2. This is first print. There's a trend coming along. TMNT number 3. This is not one of the New York Comic Con ones or the Big Apple Con. So fun fact about this book is when Big Apple Con came out in 1984, this wasn't ready to go to press yet. So they printed 150 of them to sell at the con. And you could tell if you have one of the 150 because on the back cover, the pharmacy, the sign wasn't colored in, whereas on the regular edition, the sign is colored in. So if it's an all-white sign on the pharmacy, that means it's one of the first 150 that were printed specifically for Big Apple Con in 1984. And then TMNT number 4, first print. It had the majority of the TMNT run from the Mirage Studios, so 1 all the way up to 63, only missing 5 issues. So I do have number 63 in there. The entire City at War was in there as well. Raphael number 1, first Casey Jones. This one's a little rougher, but a really, really tough book to find. There was also the Donatello one-shot, the Leonardo one-shot, and the Mikey one-shot. Something that I found that I wasn't expecting to find. Comico Primer number 2, first Grendel. He did have the majority of Grendel. He had the full original run of Grendel, which is only 3 issues, but then he had the entire second volume of 40 issues. Also, the first volume of Usagi Jumbo, the second volume of Usagi Jumbo, almost an entire run of Hellblazer, almost an entire run of Sandman. Lot of stuff. I'll be massaging for a while to pay this off, but well worth it. I'm really excited to get these books into permanent collections, if not my own collection for a while. If that primer doesn't sell, I may try to keep that. I don't know. But yeah, can't go wrong with Turtles. Can't go wrong with Turtles. Also Usagi. So that was my show and tell. Now moving on to rumors, baby. Hasbro's first Marvel Legend wave reportedly includes Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, possibly revealing his Avengers Doomsday role this July. If it's not Peter Parker, we know who he could be playing. We do? Who the fuck do you think Tobey Maguire is going to be playing if he's playing Peter Parker?
His body might be Peter Parker. But maybe
you think he's going to be Spock?
maybe his mind is Dr. Octopus, Superior Spider-Man. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking other people are thinking it. Think about how No Way Home ended.
Ooh. Now, going back to Danny's explanation, explain it to your grandma. I don't think that accounts for Doomsday. I don't think you'll be able to use that knowledge for Doomsday. But him playing Superior Spider-Man.
What if it's just a suit and he's just a little bit of a prick and that's all they say?
And he's just got that look in his eye. Just that
they just
Alfred Malia look in his eye.
Yeah, like where it's like, huh. And then people start asking questions and they're like, huh, there's got to be a way we can make money off of this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a little
it would be cool if like he shows up, he's kind of being a prick, it's a different suit, not everyone's used to it, and he walks by a mirror and you see Alfred Malia in the mirror.
Yeah, I don't know if they have time for all of that, but I'm thinking I don't think they're just gonna put him in for us to go in the theater, like, because it's not gonna happen. We did that already. I didn't personally because I don't speak out loud in a place that's supposed to be quiet. I don't stand up and scream, Jeremiah, in movie theater.
Jeremiah dropped to his knees and cried.
I did. That's true.
But I mean, I don't see them just doing like the Peter Parker we've known for a trilogy and showing up in No Way Home. I don't think they're going to do that with Toby again. Like, it just wouldn't make sense to do it again. I don't think they're going to pull the Ben Reilly because they're using that name currently, and that would confuse people. Maybe that suit and leave it at that. But yeah, I don't know.
If anything, I think Andrew's coming back as Ben Reilly. If Andrew comes back at all, I think he's going to take the name Ben Reilly. But we'll see with that. Core, let the people know where to find you, how to get a hold of you, where to follow you in life and in the internet.
I was gonna say you might have to get a head wig to contact me. I'm kind of out in the boonies, but I just almost everywhere there's Core in my name. It's just such a good nickname off my actual name. But Core's Comics on TikToks, Core Collects usually, yeah, everywhere. So yeah, thank you guys so much for having me again. What a blast this always is.
It's a repeater. See, maybe we'll go for a hat trick. We'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, we'll see if Pierre wants to continue to be a bitch. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on Paneloids Comics and More. Be sure to read your comics. Be sure to pre-order at your LCS before FOC. It's very important, especially for indie books. And we will see you guys later.
It's not the intro I wrote. We'll talk about that in a moment. You were supposed to say, request spicy